These cues impact our own markets. Our research team joins in with how the trade setup looks like and the stocks that are likely to be in the news today. First up, Vinny joins in to get all the market cues we need to watch out for. Vinny, good morning. Finally, a session of green yesterday. The bulls will look to build on to that. What are the cues you're watching out for today?
Absolutely. An interesting session that came in yesterday. Nifty managed to close with gains of around 254 points, up almost more than 1%. Sensex 2 up more than 1%. And snapping its 10-day losing streak, all the sectors actually managed to go home with the gains. So that was a good sign coming in. Now, when you look at Nifty Bank, that was the one which you could say underperformed relatively because it closed with gains of 0.5% in trading session. HDFC Bank and IndusInd Bank was some bit of a drag that came in for the Nifty Bank. FIIs, though, we saw that they continued to sell. 10th consecutive trading session of selling coming in from FIIs. Yesterday, they sold around 2,895 crores. DIIs continued to be buyers and bought around 3,370 crores in yesterday's trading session. Now, key to watch out for today. Overnight, we did have those announcements coming in terms of Trump tariffs and his decision that auto tariffs on Mexico, Canada would be delayed by a month. Do not forget, we'll keep an eye on the Indian rupee. Yesterday, it ended stronger by 31 paise and closing at around 86.86 rupees to a dollar is what we were watching out for. Now, as of now, this is weekly Nifty expiry as well today, so keep an eye out on that. RBI has announced some fresh OMOs and forex swaps to boost liquidity, so that could be some of the factors that one is keeping an eye out on. Nifty implied open as of now is indicating a bit of a muted start for the Indian market.
So building on to that, it was almost 20 points higher when we started the show. It's now 35 points higher. Vinny, thanks a lot for that. Over to Vamakshi now with the stocks you need to watch out for today. Vamakshi, good morning. What's on your list?
Well, good morning, Hormaz. Let me first start off with Zydus Life Sciences. The company has received the final approval from US FDA for dasatinib tablets. IOL Chemicals is another counter that we'll be watching out for, and that is because EDQM has issued a certificate of suitability for the company's API, Keisha Pine Fumarate. Keep in mind that this certification will enable the company to export this API to European countries as well as some other countries that accept CEPS. RPP Infra Projects will be another counter we'll be watching out for. They've bagged orders worth 81 crores from Chennai Metropolitan Water Supply and Sewage Board. LIC Housing Finance, keep an eye out for that one as well. The board has approved borrowing budget of up to 1.22 lakh crore for FY26. TCS is the next counter we'll be watching out for. They've partnered with Europe's Vantage Towers to launch a digital service platform. This partnership will enable them to streamline service processes for property owners, enhance retention for Vantage Towers across Europe. Wipro also on our radar. They've launched Telco AI 360, which will be enabling them to transform operations for telcos by leveraging AI. Route Mobile also on our radar. Proximus Global, which is the promoter company of Route Mobile, has decided to partner with Nokia to offer network APIs. And lastly, keep an eye out on Galaxy Surfactants. They've entered into a strategic collaboration with one of its global customers for providing EPC services. They are also in advanced stage of discussions to enhance this collaboration post-commissioning of this plant. So those are all the counters you need to watch out for.
We keep an eye out on all of these names. Vamakshi, thanks a lot for that. Lastly, Mangalam joins in with cues from the FNO space. Mangalam, good morning. Finally, some bounce, but the question is, will that sustain? What's the FNO data indicating?
Well, yesterday was a good trading session. It was led by the Nifty IT index, and at the same time, we had the broader markets which did a lot better. So if you look at, the mid-cap and the small-cap indices, there was a big bounce, which was actually something that we had been seeing over the last couple of trading sessions already. The important part, the FIs, where they sold about 2,900 crores in the cash market, that selling was a lot lower than what we've been seeing on an average over the last few trading sessions, about 30% lower out there as well. If you look at the Nifty and the Nifty Bank futures, there was an open interest reduction while the markets were going higher, and that was telling you that there was short covering. The data confirmed that. The FIs bought about 410 crores in index futures, and they covered about 1,000 short contracts as well. The bigger short covering, however, happened in stock futures, where they unwound about 27,500 short contracts, and that was telling you that the broader markets may continue to do well in today's trading session as well. Ahead of expiry, the FIs have wrote more puts than calls, telling you that the support is far stronger than the resistance on the way up. And large part of the up move yesterday was also because call writers at 22,200 and 22,300 were caught on the wrong side, and they had to unwind their positions. Those options come up for you on the screen. Importantly, the 22,350 call is still active, as is the 22,300 put. So ahead of weekly options expiry, option writers are positioned for a range of 22,240 at the lower level for the Nifty. On the way up, 22,420 may prove as a bit of a resistance. So keep an eye out on this range for expiry today. Broader markets likely to outperform.
Broader markets likely to outperform as they have been over the last couple of days. Mangalam, thanks a lot for that. Time for a short break. Up next, reports suggest that Tesla has leased a showroom space in Mumbai as it prepares for its entry into India. Details on the other side. Stay tuned.